So we're in 2024 now, and I think we might finally realise that TikTok is a mistake. If you're watching this video, there's probably a chance that you know this already, but we are just so collectively bored that on TikTok we will make just about anyone famous. And in the last month, this has happened to a never-seen-before degree, because the TikToker we're talking about today, his name's Beavo. He's actually lost his mind. It's made so much funnier when you realise why he came up, because normally when someone blows up out of nowhere, you know, it's for some reason. But with Beavo, the reason is maybe the most underwhelming TikTok gimmick of all time.
Let's get right into that. Look at that. Bang.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, there is no punchline here, there is no payoff. There was a guy at my school that ate in a weird way, he didn't get TikTok famous, he just kind of got bullied. And with that in mind, it's kind of confusing me why Beavo is now so relevant. Because relevant is a term that is thrown around a lot recently, but Beavo has now got over 1 million followers. I mean, if I knew that was the game a couple of months ago, I probably would have started a TikTok eating account. But we're too far gone now, so if you want to soften the blow, feel free to drop a sub. To be honest, at this rate, I might need it. Well, he might not need to subscribers, I think he probably needs help. Yeah, the guy's really towing the line with this. I mean, he is actually living meal to meal here, you know, he's one mouthful away from dying. And it did finally get to the point where he turned up in hospital.
I'm still coming for little T, bro. I don't care about this, man. I still get in the ring, but yeah, listen, update soon.
Do not ask me the colour of... I mean, Beavo, I hope you're okay. If that caption is to be believed, you might be the first man in history to get a pork chop taken out your stomach. But if I know anything about TikTok captions, I know that they would never lie, especially when it comes to Beavo. Because Beavo is honest. I mean, he did kind of neck off with a random girl in a pub while his girlfriend was at home. But you know what? He's TikTok famous. He can kind of do what he wants. We'll get to that in more detail later. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think we should allow TikTokers to do just about anything. Hopefully they start with like, I don't know, thinking, but it's not looking likely, so we're just gonna have to press on. But yeah, in Beavo's case, alcohol just probably isn't a good mix for him, because he got hammered and went on a stream recently, and he was spitting some truths.
But majority of everything you see on TikTok is fake.
What? Nah, I never knew that.
If you're watching this video, you probably already know that's true, but it is kind of like an unsaid thing. A lot of TikTokers' careers are kind of based on that model, including the guy in the hood in the background. He's definitely texting Beavo telling him to shut up. That is Ed Matthews too as well. You might know who he is. He's also going to become relevant later because he might have had a bad influence on Beavo, but he was present for all this, and immediately after Beavo exposed everybody else, he then just did unprovoked go on to expose himself. And I'm not going to lie, I have no idea why.
What would you give me an example of fake?
Well, it semi was fake. Well, I went homeless for one day. I went to stay with Aggie, and then I moved back in with my dad. So my mum did kick me out.
Oh, so that wasn't real?
No, I was homeless. Well, I wasn't homeless.
Yeah, I would probably take that one to the grave, I'm not gonna lie. Exposing yourself like that when you're coming up, it's kind of insane. He did actually do a video follow-up on his own TikTok page where he did say he was hammered, as if we didn't know that already. But to be honest, I don't think it really changes much. And the homeless lie is not the only thing that Beavo wishes he could take to the grave, because a lot of Beavo's old stuff has been coming out, and it's not great.
Right, listen, I'm rapping, innit? I'm rapping, I'm trapping, I'm doing a bit of everything. Kiddie, Willie, Rizzy.
Yeah, so if this was his career before going viral for eating stuff on TikTok, then to be honest, and in the nicest way possible, he is probably lucky he didn't go homeless. For reference, this is the video where he said he was going homeless, and I'll let you make your own mind up, but to be honest, it kind of just shows to me that he will do just about anything to get famous on TikTok.
I'm here with
Brandon Beavis, known as Beavo.
and what's been going on?
Like typically, if you see someone's track record and there's a lot of videos of them doing weird stuff, that normally means that they are just trying to get famous on TikTok or social media by any means.
Not too great, Aggie. I've recently become homeless, currently in Central. I sort of on the verge of blaming TikTok.
Yeah, you blame TikTok. I've seen that one before. They say don't bite the hand that feeds you, but he did still get very famous off this. So really, the moral of the story here is probably just do whatever you want, and if you're lucky, you'll probably end up being like Beavo.
Beavo, pizza. Bit of pizza. Look, you know the rules. Wait, what was that? Out of 10, out of 10.
Yeah, on second thoughts, I'm not gonna lie to you, maybe just do the opposite of what Beavo has done, because everything that's followed this blow up has been kind of a disaster. I mean, I'm sure the guy's made a lot of money, but even before he did properly blow up, his life was kind of paved by trauma from TikTok.
But the teeth situation, how did that happen? Like, 'cause I never saw the video of you explaining how it happened.
To say back in, what was this? Before I blew up again on TikTok, I got pushed over. That's my only bad, like I say, like my only bad fan experience I've had, and that was in Southend, so I rarely go Southend anymore. But
yeah, I don't know if Southend will ever recover from that, but this one is definitely real. I mean, his whole account is now based off the effects of this injury. I mean, it might be the most profitable injury of all time. If you can think of a better one, comment it down below. But with this one, he definitely is telling the truth, because I had a little look on the internet, and it turns out he did start a GoFundMe way back then. And in the end, to be fair, it did all turn out well, because I'm sure since then he's raised at least $3,000 from his TikToks. I mean, the more I talk about this, the more it seems like a good idea. If you want to help my channel out beyond like commenting or something, feel free to meet me in Southend and like push me over. It'll hurt, but it will have a happy ending for the channel. But when it comes to happy endings of Beavo, I think this is about where it ends, because from this point on, it just keeps getting worse.
big up the brownie, big up Ed Matthews, big up the boxing. Cheers!
Nice.
Oh. That's banging.
I mean, the look on your face while you were eating that tells me it was anything but banging. But you know what, Beavo? You've proved you're honest. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, the guy he's with is Ed Matthews. We saw him earlier in the video. I don't know much about him, so let me know if I'm wrong. But I feel like he is just here because Beavo is doing bits on TikTok. I mean, that's not crazy of a proposition, you know. When the blood is in the water, the sharks are going to circle. I don't know why, but Beavo kind of does remind me of a shark. It's probably the teeth, but either way, that is beside the point. Realistically, this was the beginning of the end for Beavo, because after he met him, this is where he truly started to lose his mind.
Beavo! Beavo! My fucking...
Yeah, so food is clearly not the only thing he loves shoving down his throat. He doesn't chew, but I'm gonna guess in that situation, he was probably pretty heavy with the teeth. And then the funniest bit, in my opinion, is as he's walking away, he starts giving like an in-depth analysis, as if he is doing like a food review on TikTok.
Guy, you know. Bro, too active with it. Wait, a little review on that.
A tongue game was shit, I'll be
Big up the tongue game. Big up Beavo. Out of 10.
fucking moody 6, bro.
Yeah, so that is the face of a man who might have let it go to his head. Like, even in isolation, just necking on with someone and immediately walking away is a little bit weird. I probably didn't need to tell you that one, but it does get worse. I mentioned earlier in the video that he does have a girlfriend, and she does actually predate, like, the blow-up. She was there in the trenches with him while he was rapping, and their old videos together are kind of pure.
Salad, bread, and whatever this is.
Whatever that is, that's nice. You made me taste it. I've had a bit of already because I was hungry, but let's rate the chips. What are you going to rate first?
At least in comparison to everything else that followed. Yeah, as you can imagine, and this might come as a shock, she was not happy about this.
About who I'm gonna die of stress. I don't care. I have a real life job. Like I'm not
This
the one
is
that
just
need,
a
I'm not the
hobby.
one that needs TikTok to survive. I don't need TikTok to pay my rent.
Beavo
I
literally
don't need
begs it
TikTok
off
to
of
pay my
Aggie
bills.
so he can survive. He had to beg Aggie to stay in his house so he wasn't homeless on the streets, bro.
Yeah, so this quickly got bad for him, and to be honest, it's not like he's trying to uphold like a crazy reputation. The guy does literally just swallow food, but from then he just couldn't escape what he did, because it was literally following him everywhere. On that stream we watched earlier, people were taking digs, and it's clear to see that it really was getting to him.
Oi, dinner.
Bizzo donated £5.
Thank you.
Beavo, what was it like being with Sydney? Was it love at first sight? Well for you anyway, as Sydney don't know where she was looking.
That's Sydney on a burner, bro.
Yeah, this is the exact moment he realised he was probably never going to live this one down, and he weren't having it. He threatened to walk.
None of that.
Yeah, chat, chill. Don't do that, chat. Obviously, they do TCS, and
Turn it off.
turn them
No,
off.
I'll walk out.
Pure terror in those eyes, you know. I think at this point he realised he kind of had to confront this, and he did it on TikTok. He did apologise, but if you're expecting this to be like a genuine heartfelt apology, well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not what you're gonna get.
I've had a heavy weekend. Big up Ed. It's made me come back to reality a bit that maybe I got too big for my boots. I'm calling this the Last Supper because I'm taking time off TikTok, I'll be real.
I mean, I'm not even trying to criticise the guy. A man has got to eat. I think this might actually be the first social media apology where a curry is like the main component of the shot, but he's consistent, I guess. I mean, he didn't break the gimmick for the sake of an apology.
I just want to
reevaluate myself. Everything did get too big for me. I've gained so many followers.
Yeah, most importantly, in this video, he did hammer home that he was going to be taking a break.
Yeah, Last Supper. This is the last one for a couple of weeks minimum, even till next year. So big up the dinners. You know the rules.
Potentially for months, as he said, but I'll let you take a guess as to whether he actually followed through with this.
Dinner, you know the rules, we're back.
Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. He literally came back 9 hours later. I mean, I would be lying if I ever thought this guy was genuine with his apology.
Just address the Sydney situation because it's been a bit sticky in these last couple of days. Yeah, she's a very good girl. I have a lot of time for her. I do really like her, I'll be real in it. And when I was with Ed and I'm doing crazy stuff with Ed and stuff like that, it sort of not turned me into a different person, but it just changed me a bit. Innit?
Well, it didn't change him into a different person. It just kind of changed him into a different person.
Big up to Sydney. I do apologise. Everyone just stop giving her hate in it because she's done nothing wrong. It has been me.
Yeah, so if a girl cheated on me and then went on her story and said big up to joking, I'm not gonna lie, I'm deleting socials. There is no coming back from that. And then with pure muscle memory, he just reverted back to exactly what he was doing the day before.
I really do. We can sort it out. But big up the Cosmos. Big up the dinner. Big up everyone backing me. Jeez.
And I do actually respect it, you know, it's kind of funny. To do a heartfelt apology and then to gulp food in the same TikTok is almost comedic genius. And I think by this point in the video, I am kind of coming around to Beavo. And so was that Sydney girl, apparently, because they were together shortly after.
The rules. Yeah, Christmas dinner, so gravy. You don't have gravy, do you?
I mean, you could say that was a happy ending, as long as he doesn't do it again.
Wait. Jeez, you know the rules.
Yeah, okay, Beavo, I'm done with you, mate. This is what TikTok will do to any man. Drop a like and a comment, or I will sentence you to dinner with Beavo. Otherwise, with all that said, I'll catch you in the next one.